this, yeah. What the hell have we become? I mean, seriously, what are we at this point in time? We live in a world now in which your rights end where my feelings begin. Although I must admit, it is hilarious to go and watch the reactions on the face of these fucking libtards the moment you go and throw that into their face about their opinions, their views, their rights, and your feelings. It's always I can't say educational or simply as entertaining. I would say I have this welling up of joyful, fun feelings. The more irritated they become. I mention this as a result of coming across two articles. One in which many of us had assumed was going to happen at some point in time. And then another that honestly I just think is hilarious. Now the one I had expected, this comes out of South Carolina. A freshman, fresh off from summer break, was participating in an assignment in class. Within the assignment, he had mentioned his pet dinosaur. He was essentially trying to be a smartass on the first day of school. And you know what? I can't blame him for that. I've done that one myself. But within this paper, he didn't draw a gun. He he wrote the word gun. Did they put him in detention? No. Did they do anything that could make any sense whatsoever, since he was not threatening anybody at all? No. They suspended him, called the cops, and had him arrested. Are you fucking kidding me? This PC bullshit needs to end. This feminazi crap needs to end, since it always seems to be women that get upset anytime a boy mentions gun. This is why, or one of the reasons as to why MGTOW needs to exist. MGTOW needs to exist because as we evolve and as we grow, MGTOW can evolve itself. We can direct our own evolution towards something that can act as a buffer against this insanity. Alright. Now, this one just gets me. This one's kind of funny. Essentially, a bunch of, women are once again bitching. Okay? Not only do they like to bitch about social justice and everything else, which I also find interesting, that it's always the fugly chicks that scream about social justice. But in this one, it's even better. As we know, 60% of college acceptances are handed to women. Now, as a result of their own policies and their own concepts and their own social constructs, we now have this. A study that colleges worsen income inequality. No shit. If you're a high school dropout, you are not going to earn as much money as someone with a master's degree in fluid dynamics. You're not going to have the same income as a graphics designer. No shit. If you are a typical, even high school graduate, you are not going to have the same income as someone who has gone to school for an additional 6 to 10 years in some cases to acquire additional knowledge and skills. Therefore, the amount of skill you are able to bring to the workforce isn't going to be as high. That is what your wage is. You are exchanging your labor for a piece of toilet paper, basically. But it's not fair that you get less toilet paper than the person down the street. Well, you know what? It's not exactly fair for them, right? For you to expect to make the same amount of money as they do without putting in the same amount of work and effort that they do. Nor should you expect the same rate of a return without actually investing anything. This is insanity. They don't want equality. We see this everywhere. This progressive ideology is essentially was essentially brought about by women's groups at the turn of the 20th century. These are the same groups of women that were part of the temperance movement. Okay? And you know what? Prohibition didn't exactly work out all that well for us. So no, let's go do it again. But no, this is the insanity. These people don't want equal opportunity. They don't. It's the opportunity part that they can't get their head around. What they want is equal outcomes, regardless of effort. This falls perfectly in line with all these feminist thundercunts. And in this one, it's easy to go and see. These fugly thundercunts want to have the same opportunity. Well, not the same opportunity, but they want the same outcome as these like homecoming queen chicks. They want to have the same. They want to be able to pick from the same pool of men. Well, the truth is that they are picking from the same pool of men. Problem is, there are more men that are willing to tell the fugly thunder cunt to fuck off, and more men that are more than willing to, sell himself into servitude for some pussy that he himself has put up on a pedestal. The problem is, like I said, they want equal outcomes, regardless of effort put in. If you get a chick that decided, hey, I'm going to eat my fucking way through my teenage years, and then at 23 wants to go and lament and moan about all of these health nut women, they ruin it for every other real woman out there. No. They are acting like women. They are changing themselves. They are maintaining themselves in the efforts to lure a guy into slavery. You, on the other hand, decided to take the liberated route, go and essentially set up camp at an all-you-can-eat buffet for 10 years, and now you want to scream how it's not fair, and the woman at an actually a healthy weight is now giving a false representation of women that no other woman could possibly attain. No. All that means is get up out of the beanbag chair and put the Cheetos down. Well, no, this is the type of society we are now in. We are now talking about possibly limiting the educational advancement of others because certain groups of people would rather bitch about it than do anything about it themselves. What the hell have we become? Not only that, but is the necessity for MGTOW becoming more and more apparent? For me, I'd have to say yes. Because MGTOW, from what I can see, is literally the first time men from across the planet have stood up and have collectively said, enough! We're done with this shit. Now there's just this one problem. We need more men. We need you to make your voices heard. Having 10, 20, 30, 100, 300 men posting videos on YouTube is only so effective. In a world of billions, 200, 300 it's barely a blip. Even with the numbers that we have, the effect, well, as far as people making videos, even with the numbers that we have, we're already having an effect. We need you. I understand fear when it comes to making anything and posting it and putting it up publicly. To be honest, I actually sat on my ass staring at the screen on my desk, contemplating as to whether I should make any videos or not. So the videos that I started with were literally these ideas and concepts and things I'd been thinking about for a long time, especially on the abortion issue. But this is why MGTOW has a place. MGTOW is people finally standing up and effectively screaming, what the fuck is wrong with you? If they won't listen any other way, this is the only option and outlet we have. We must not be stupid with this chance. We're not going to get another one. What we do now can, in effect, affect how our sons and our grandsons will have to live over the next 150 years. And however the society is, expectedly anyways, within the next 150 years, we should be close, if not having already reached a Type 1 civilization, as predicted by Michio Kaku. This is our only shot. Once we end up becoming a planetary civilization, a Type 1 civilization, it's reasonable to assume that whatever culture is predominant at that time, that is going to become the culture that is predominant throughout the solar system, and then throughout this region of the galaxy as we become a spacefaring race over the next 1,000 years. But I have to ask, as a society, what the hell is wrong with us And then, as far as MGTOW, we need your voices to be heard. Now, I think I have rambled and ranted long enough. College is worsen income inequality. Yeah, no fucking shit. How about you fucking learn something? Put yourself to good use. Alright, I gotta go.